Hey, this is Michael. Today, I would like to talk about cultivating and nurturing a regular practice of meditation. It is International Meditation Day this week, and I felt that this could be a really great time to bring this up because a lot of times when I'm working with people, they have big plans to start meditating, and it's always in the future. Oh, I'm going to meditate. I want to meditate. And they have this idea that meditation will be really profound and helpful for them and their animals, their relationship with their animals, and really a great opportunity to clear their energy, ground their energy, connect themselves into their intuition and to their instincts. But then it never happens. And so I feel like it can happen and it will happen, but at first you have to approach it with a clear intention and connect into the feeling of what it would be like to be meditating every day. But also, I want to just point out a few key points to consider when you are really wanting to make it happen, a meditation practice happen in your everyday life, and to make it happen with ease, attainable, real, rather than, I have to go find some special class or I need to go somewhere that's like an effort. A lot of times meditation can feel like an effort. So I'm going to discuss here some key points to consider to make it feel easy, breezy, attainable, and fit into your everyday life so you enjoy it and it just becomes a no-brainer for you. It's just instinctual in your everyday, just like brushing your teeth. So first, you're going to want to schedule it. Look at your schedule. Maybe it's looking at your schedule for tomorrow or the week ahead, and find time in your schedule to meditate. How will that fit into your schedule? Maybe it's first thing in the morning. Maybe it will be later in the day because mornings might be hectic for you. Maybe you've got family or animals that you're attending to in the morning. And, that's fine. In my feeling and opinion, as long as you fit it in any point in the day, that's what's most important. So just schedule it, even if you have to put it into your schedule. If you have a busy schedule and you live by a calendar, put it in your calendar. And that way you are really putting it out into the universe that this is the time designated for your meditation. But most importantly, you are putting it into your consciousness, your energy, and within your intention that this is your time to meditate. And then you're going to really want to be aware of where you are meditating each day. So finding a designated space for your meditations, and it could be anywhere. It could be in your yard, or it could be in it could be in your bathroom, because bathrooms are private places where you can maybe escape and not be disturbed. Or it could be just in the corner of a room where you have a lot of items like crystals or statues or photos of your animals that you love. Anywhere that you feel is sacred and special that you can show up to every day and meditate. Because what happens is when we have a special space for meditating and we get into the energy, the frequency, that vibration of meditation within it, we start to imprint that space energetically and also imprint within ourselves the feeling and the experience of slipping into that calm, conscious state. And it's sort of similar to, I think of like when I was in college, I would leave where I lived to go to a library on campus to study because I could not get into the consciousness and the energy of studying when I was at home. It just didn't happen. So I would go to a library because that energy was like the books and everybody else was studying. The vibration, the intention was to study, to learn, and to absorb. So that was like a really great routine for me to shift quickly into that energy state to study. Or you could even look at bedrooms, like bedrooms often for people, we associate them with sleep and rest. And so, maybe every time you go into your bedroom, you shift into a sleepy state. So that can be another way of looking at how spaces can imprint within us a feeling. And meditation is the same way. So having a space, it could be, like I said, a corner of your yard or corner in your living room, wherever it is, show up to that space every day for your meditation. And I would say really for a good month, Be consistent every day to create this imprint and to strengthen this muscle for meditation. Now, you're also going to want to start small because, a lot of times people want to jump into meditation and commit to these, I'm going to do it twice a day and 20 minutes a day, and my animals are going to be with me. And it can be a big, lofty goal that can be hard to live up to. And then for some people, I hear this a lot, they're intimidated by the goal that they set for themselves, and it never happens. It's unattainable. So I encourage you to start small, be easy on yourself, one step at a time, and maybe just designate 5 or 10 minutes to start out each day. And set a time, set a location, set your sacred space, and say, okay, 5 minutes, I'm just gonna tune in, I'm gonna tune out, and I'm gonna meditate. And visualizing it and imagining it and feeling it will help you manifest it. It will help you create it in your life. And just holding true to that vision, feeling, and frequency of meditating every day in your space at your designated time and for the amount of time. Like I said, starting small, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. You can always work up once you strengthen the muscle. It's similar to like working out. You build up the stamina, the muscle, and then you can increase the weight. So beginning at the beginning and what works for you, but something that's reasonable and that's easy and that fits into your life. Now, I also encourage maybe it's using guided meditations when you're starting out or when you're really trying to get into a habit, whether it's just listening to music to shift your consciousness into a different state, or listening to guided meditations, which you can find. I have guided meditations on my website and on my social media platforms. They're links. I'm also on Insight Timer with tons of guided meditations I've recorded and have put on there. It's a free app where there are thousands of meditation teachers. If you are interested in any form, any kind of meditation, I highly encourage you to check out Insight Timer. But the idea here is to just have some guidance as a way of grounding you in the practice, because often people will tell me they'll just start to sit in the silence, and it is a lot. They are not able to just do it without some guidance, something to shift their consciousness into the space. So anything that you can put on earphones, like music or nature sounds, that's really going to help to shift you into that space and make it easier to get into the practice. And you're also, if you're really wanting to strengthen your energetic relationship with your animals, invite them in on the meditation. A lot of times people tell me that they push their animals out. They don't want their cats or their dogs in the space because they feel they're going to distract them or knock them out of the meditative state, the energy space. But what we resist persists. So invite them in, allow them to be with you, and make them a part of the meditation. Because in my experience, animals often gravitate to the energy, the vibration of peace, of calm, of serenity, and you may have a cat. I know one of my cats sometimes gets in my lap when I start to go into the meditation, and there was a time where I was distracted by that. But you just focus on your breath and let it go and just surrender to the energy and to your intention of being calm in the meditation, and your cat will settle into your lap, or your dogs will rest around you and become calm and match the vibration that you are setting. And remember, in that state, when you're meditating with your animals, when you have that intention and you take the energetic lead, they will follow you. They will match that. They will follow your lead, and they will surrender to the stillness and the silence that you are creating together. Another key point here is focusing on your breath. And if you, like I just said, when you're distracted maybe by your cat walking across your path or your dog pawing you when you're getting into your meditative space, bring your awareness into your breath. Your breath will always give you something to focus on, to stay calm, to stay centered, and to be in the moment. And so when in doubt, just focus on your breathing. Deep inhales through your nose and exhales through your mouth, and that will always be the anchor and the grounding to keep you in your meditation. And Two more points with this. It's key to be patient and to be easy on yourself with your meditation practice. Take it day to day. It's not a destination. Meditation is a journey, and there are going to be days where your meditation maybe feels a little off or distracted, or maybe you had a lot on your mind, and that's okay. Just be patient with yourself. It is something to relish in and to enjoy and to be easy about. And when we start to overthink it, that defeats the whole purpose of it. So if you have a meditation that just didn't seem like it was the best, no big deal. There's always another time, there's always another day to meditate. But each time we meditate, it is strengthening our intuitive muscles, our ability to be grounded in the moment, to be open to feel and connect with our animals beyond our senses, and to really elevate our spirit, which affects the entire planet. Because when we are elevating our spirit and our own consciousness, we are serving those around us and the entire world. It really starts with us. And lastly, I always encourage everybody to end their meditation with gratitude. Gratitude is one of the highest vibrations of light, of love, of joy, of appreciation, that energy of just being grateful for the opportunity to have your breath, to be with your animals, to have your sacred space, and to have the opportunity to calm, quiet, and tune inward, to create the stillness within you that is healing and it is supportive, and it is the key to keep going and to keep centered and to keep in alignment, to be a magnet for all that you desire and everything that is in the highest good for you, your animals, and the planet. So lots of gratitude, lots of patience, practice, practice, practice. But remember, it is a journey, and meditation is something that everybody can achieve. And if you fall off for a few days, just get right back into it. If you haven't been meditating in 6 months and you started and then lost it, today's a new day, tomorrow's a new day. Let's begin at the beginning and enjoy the practice of meditation. So those are my tips for today. Happy International Meditation Day, and every day should be Meditation Day, and it is. And I wish you all the best, and until next time.